Lesson 5-6, Solving Equations. Two numbers with a product of 1 are called multiplicative inverses or reciprocals. So for example, if we have 3/4 times 4/3, this equals 1. So 4/3 is a multiplicative inverse or the reciprocal of 3/4. Pause the video to try some examples. For 2/5, the multiplicative inverse would be 5/2 or 2 1/2. For 2 2/3, you first want to rename it as 7/3, so then the multiplicative inverse would be 3/7. So here you see an example of a division equation. So 7 equals n divided by 4. What that means is what divided by 4 gives you 7. Well, when we are solving a division, we multiply by the reciprocal of what we have. So right now we have n over 4. So if we multiply that by the reciprocal, we multiply that by 4. So you multiply the other side by 4. And so these 4's cancel out, and you're left with n equals 28. Pause the video to try a few examples. D over 3.5 equals 4.2. You have to multiply both sides by the reciprocal, which is 3.5. So we get D equals 14.7. For 6 equals m over 8. You multiply both sides by 8, and we get m equals 48. So let's look at an example of multiplying equations that contain fractions. So we know with any typical multiplication problem, you just have to divide both sides by whatever's happening to the variable. But when we have fractions, we cannot do that because we cannot actually divide fractions. So when you divide fractions, you actually multiply by the reciprocal. So we have 3/4 times x equals 12/20. In order to divide the left-hand side by 3/4, we actually have to multiply it by 4/3. So that cancels out on this side. We multiply the other side by 4/3. And we get x equals 48/60. So now we have the 48/60, and you can simplify that down to 4/5 as your final answer. Pause the video to complete the lesson review. Make sure you show me the lesson review for verification of this video.